Tonight, a closer look at what's shaping up to be a battle of David and Goliath on Oahu. This is no tall tale. It's about tall power poles that could go up in your neighborhood one day. KITV4's Catherine Cruz has an exclusive look at this neck-craning battle.
Colin Davis remembers vividly the days things changed for him last year.
We left for the day and came home to find a 60-foot pole obscuring our view.
This is a shot of his view of Kaneohe Bay before he left home that fateful day. This is what he's living with now. Davis wasn't sure what to do. Could he take on the electric giant? Well, he's trying. Hawaiian Electric says it's aggressively investigating the safety of 70,000 poles across the island.
The existing poles were installed back in the 1950s. The construction and safety standards were different then, and when we did the pole replacement today, the poles were taller. It needed to be that way to meet the current standards.
Pai says the pole heights vary from 35 to 70 feet, but the standards do not say how high the poles must be.
They have to look at whether or not there are other utilities which have their lines attached to poles, such as telephone and cable TV. They have to look at things like what is the weather in that area, what is the terrain, what is the vegetation like. So there's a lot that goes into it.
Davis learned he could plead his case before the Public Utilities Commission. He's hoping for a waiver and a shorter pole.
But this isn't just one homeowner's fight. Davis says the Outdoor Circle and Life of the Land have asked to intervene in the case.
And what the PUC decides could set precedent for every other homeowner.
The docket that was opened is not one pole on our street, but it influences wood pole replacement in residential areas on Oahu. So it's a very, very broad investigation. The ruling on this case will determine how people in the future will be able to respond and if a waiver will be granted in future and under what terms and conditions.
And Davis questions whether a taller 60 or 70-foot pole is really safer in hurricane-force winds. Down the street, one of his neighbors worries about the current poles carrying high-voltage lines.
There's something wrong with the poles. They're leaning and they're starting to dry rot.
The residents are hoping for a quick resolution. Catherine Cruz, KITV4 News.
The Outdoor Circle says it is encouraged that the PUC decided to take a broader view with this one complaint. The decision in this case will set the tone on the relationship between residents and the power company and concerns about view planes going forward.